Hi, I'm Mike Ferraro. I'm one of the co-owners of Ronix wakeboards, and I've been involved in the industry since its beginning. So, I'm going to talk to you today about the Krush wakeboard. This is an exciting board in our line because I feel what we have is we have a versatile board that can take you to a podium at a Pro Tour stop or your first deep water start. And what we've done is we've tried to design a board that gives you a lot of stability, low drag, and it's also got a unique feature where it allows you on your toe side edge to stand more naturally, more comfortably.
Hi, I'm Luke Johnson. I've been selling wakeboards in a pro shop for the last 4.5 years, and I've been riding them for twice as long. A rider of any level can just feel at home on the board. The board behaves the way you expect it to in every way. It's consistent, it's forgiving, it gives you what you need when you need it. The heel side edge, you have a nice floaty pop. It feels like it sits high in the water, really lifts you up when you leave the wake, and doesn't want to hang you up at all. The fin releases right when it needs to, and it hangs on for as long as it needs to. The toe side edge gives you all the stability you need. It gets a nice bite going up the wake. You can feel it all the way down the rail of the board where it really holds its way up the wake. And the toe side fin, you can feel that extra grip that it has.
Okay, so let's talk about the difference between a toe side edge and a heel side edge. When we're riding a wakeboard and we're on our heel side edge, we're sitting more in a chair position. We're on our heels, sitting back against the board. But when we're on toe side edge, we're all crossed up. Our feet are crossed up and our body is twisted and contorted. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a board that rode in the water with some resistance on that side. And what I mean by resistance is it doesn't want to come back to the front position. Once you put it there, it's going to hold a little bit better for you. So what we did was we played with the top edge of the board, and then we played with fins. And what we do is we have a longer fin, we have a deeper fin, we have it closer to the side of the board, and then we have a more relieved top edge. And what that does is it just keeps the board a lot truer and longer through the top of the wake. So a lot of the times when you have problems toe side, it's carrying your speed into the wake. This board will carry speed into the wake without an excessive lean against the line because of all the board features, and also it will hold its path through the top of the wake. And most of the times on toe side wake jumps, when you get in trouble, your feet want to turn back towards the boat. This way you're allowed to hold your position more through the air. So you're biomechanically correct. We have a wider tip, and what a wider tip does is two things. It adds stability, but it also controls the pop.
It's such a solid platform off the wake. You can feel that extra width in the tips. As soon as you leave the wake, you get a real hard push off of it. Another thing is when you land, you're not landing in a deep hole. It lands and keeps going on the water. So even with the clean bottom, you still get one of the softest landing boards that I've ever ridden.
What we've done is we've blended the rocker line so that we've blended it into your stance. So right in the middle of your stance, on the average rider's stance, we've blended it through. So what happens now is with a wide tip and the blend right under your feet, you're going to get more of a mellow pop. You still get a good pop, but it's not going to buck you.
The rocker feels perfect. It kicks you just how you expect to be kicked off the wake. You come in fast, it'll leave smooth. If you come in crouch and really push off the wake, it's really going to give you that vertical lift that you're expecting out of it.
Okay, so let's talk about two positions that we ride a wakeboard. One is heel side. Heel side, what we do is we push on our heels, we sit back into a chair, and we lean against the line. So our body is skeletally aligned, so we can deal with the forces a lot better. Toe side, what we have to do is we have to cross ourselves up, lean against the line, and now we're not stacked in a line, so we're not able to deal with the forces as well. So what I wanted to do with the board is set it up so you don't have to get into these contorted positions to get it to track toe side.
The board tracks well for anybody. No matter what speed you're going, whether you're an advanced rider going fast or whether you've just gotten up the first time, you can really feel all the features on the toe side edge that help the board track and behave consistently under you. Even on your heels, it's got enough fin to hold you and to keep you going straight. Even when you're working on your 180s, anything like that, landing switch, you still have a very stable platform that tracks and behaves very consistently underneath you.
Okay, so on our heel side edge, what we're doing is we're just sitting back and leaning against the board, leaning against the line. On our toe side edge, we have to cross our body and lean to keep our board on edge or to keep its attack angle. Heel side, we need a little more forgiving board. So we don't want a big, grippy, deep fin. So what we've done is we have a shallower fin that we've moved in, and what that does is it allows you to pre-turn a little bit. You won't get hung up on the top of the wake if you don't wait long enough up the wake. Toe side, we want a more grippy board up the wake. because what that's going to allow us to do is keep our direction off the top, and it's going to make it so the back of the board doesn't wash out easy.
So out of the asymmetrical boards that you can find out there, this one's the widest by far. You can see all the surface area that's in the tip. What that gives you is